In the frozen silence of the Ural mountains, even the wind seemed afraid to whisper. But then, on one chilling night of February 1959, everything changed. 9 skilled hikers prepared for every danger met a fate so haunting that no one has ever truly explained what happened. Come with us into those icy trails where strange wounds, eerie radiation, and fear itself tell a story known to the world as the Dyatlov Pass Incident. This is Whisper from History, where forgotten voices rise again. The year was 1959, and the Ural Mountains stood like silent sentinels against the endless white. 9 hikers, young, confident, and full of life, set out on what was meant to be a challenge of endurance and spirit. They were students, engineers, adventurers of their time. At the heart of the group was Igor Dyatlov, a man of precision and leadership, respected by all. Their plan was simple: to reach the peak of Mount Otorden and return within 2 weeks. The cold was harsh, but their spirits were unbroken. They laughed in the tent, sang songs, wrote diaries full of dreams. The snow beneath their boots whispered promises of glory. But this was only the beginning. Days passed and the blizzards grew wild. The group lost their way, veering off course toward a desolate slope now forever marked by their name. They pitched their tent on the exposed mountainside, ignoring the forest below that could have offered shelter. The wind howled through the night, and the world turned white. No one could have known that this decision would become their final. When the group failed to return, friends and family grew restless. Days turned into weeks, and fear began to creep through the corridors of Ural Polytechnic Institute. A rescue team was sent trudging through waist-deep snow, searching for any sign of life. On February 26, they found the tent half buried and eerily silent. Its sides were slashed open from the inside. Boots, clothes, food, everything was left behind, as if abandoned in panic. The tracks outside told a story of confusion. Barefoot prints leading into the forest, some wearing only socks, some without clothing at all. It made no sense. Why would experienced hikers flee into the deadly cold? A kilometer away, beneath a cedar tree, 2 bodies were found huddled together, barefoot, stripped of warmth. A faint trace of burned branches suggested they tried to light a fire. 3 more were found between the tent and the tree, frozen mid-crawl, as if struggling to return. The searchers stood in disbelief, their voices swallowed by the mountain wind. But the horror was far from over. The remaining 4 were discovered months later, under thick snow in a ravine. Their injuries defied logic. One had a fractured skull, another missing eyes, another missing her tongue. Their ribs shattered, their skin stained orange-brown, as though burned by something unseen. The snow was silent, but it held too many secrets. Forensic experts arrived, and the mystery deepened. There were no signs of struggle, no evidence of attack from another human. The internal injuries resembled the aftermath of a high-impact crash, yet no external wounds were visible. The tent remained, their greatest clue sliced from within, suggesting an urgent escape. Radiation was found on several pieces of clothing, its origin unexplained. The hikers' diaries revealed nothing unusual, only small notes about weather and songs sung by the campfire, and yet the final entries ended abruptly mid-sentence. No one wrote about fear, but fear was everywhere. The Soviet authorities released their conclusion, describing the deaths as caused by a compelling natural force. But what kind of force could make 9 people flee barefoot into subzero darkness? The villagers whispered stories of strange lights in the sky. Some rescuers claimed their skin glowed faintly under ultraviolet light. Rumors spread faster than the wind, and the truth grew tangled in secrecy. The avalanche theory soon gained ground. Perhaps the snow had shifted, pressing against their tent, forcing them to cut their way out. Yet the slope was too gentle for a full avalanche, and the tent stood undisturbed after the storm. If they had feared collapse, why not move downhill together? Why run half-clothed into certain death? The pieces did not fit. Then came darker ideas. Some said they had witnessed something they were never meant to see. A secret military test gone wrong, perhaps rockets or mines detonating above the mountains. Others spoke of strange spherical lights reported by locals that very night. Could radiation and trauma be the mark of weapons unknown to the public? But official records were sealed, and the case was quietly closed within months. The mountain was silent again, but questions echoed louder than before. Still others reached beyond reason. Infrasound waves from the mountain's unique shape might have induced panic, hallucinations, madness. Some claimed a yeti, a monstrous presence, drove them into terror. And a few turned their eyes to the sky, believing the hikers encountered something unearthly. Aliens, UFOs, strange lights hovering in the storm. The government denied everything, but denials only deepened mystery. The truth was far darker than anyone imagined. Decades passed, and the Dyatlov Pass Incident became legend. Researchers, climbers, journalists all tried to piece together the fragments. In 2019, a new investigation reopened the files. Experts proposed a slab avalanche triggered by rare wind patterns. A plausible scientific answer, yet many remained unsatisfied. The tent cuts, the radiation, the missing tongue, they could not all be coincidence. Families of the hikers still visit the memorial stone where 9 names are carved in frost. Each name a story unfinished. Each year snow buries the trail again, as if the mountain itself wants to forget. But some things refuse to be buried. Those who have stood at the pass say they can feel it, a strange stillness in the air, a silence too heavy to be natural. The trees stand twisted by the wind, the sky dim with perpetual sorrow. Now theories collide, truth evades, and the question remains. What really happened on that frozen night? Was it nature science, or something beyond human understanding? No one can say for certain. The only witnesses are the mountains themselves, and they will never speak. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved in the frozen silence of the Ural Mountains. The whispers of 9 lost souls still drift through the wind, but perhaps their secret lies buried deep beneath the snow. This was the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass, and perhaps it will remain forever. See you in the next story of the unknown.